Thank you all for joining me for a 75-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutations to warm up our body, and then we will hop into 26 and 2 yoga, 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises. Yoga can be challenging or get us out of our comfort zone, and that's okay. But if anything does not feel right for your body, you are welcome to modify a posture, you can do something else, or you can skip it entirely. Again, sometimes yoga is challenging, but we're never going to a point of pain or a point where we could do harm to ourselves or others. For the sun salutes, you're going to come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. You can take a moment here with your arms down by your side, standing nice and tall, just starting to arrive in your yoga space, arriving in your yoga practice, starting to connect with your breath. Okay, bring your hands together at heart center, and we'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you were saluting or greeting the sun. Slowly exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift, back flat. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway like you're pulling yourself down to the floor. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten up, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, heels to the ceiling, and then press your heels down to the floor. However, if this does not feel good for you, especially if you have wrist or shoulder injuries, take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you stretch your arms forward. This feels so good. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, and lengthen, halfway lift, shoulders away from the ears. Slowly exhale, bend your knees, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, arms with ears, fold. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, keep looking forward, step back into your high plank or tabletop. Let's hold our plank for a moment. If that lowering down motion does not work for you, skip it. Go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, pull yourself down, taking a vinyasa. Inhale your up dog or cobra. If you're doing up dog, make sure thighs off the floor. Exhale, hips up for down dog or hips down for child's pose. If you're doing down dog, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. Make sure you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears. Try to come up with a flat back, hinge at your hips. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, high plank. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, up dog, shoulders back, chest proud. Exhale, down dog. Last down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. If you have tight hamstrings, you can micro bend your knees. Otherwise, press your thighs back. And try to get your heels to the floor. You can also take a little bit of a wider step if that helps you get your heels down and your hips up. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your rise, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Wonderful. So that's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space with your feet close together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth. HA, sound head back, arms forward, elbows touch. Good, inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down, look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you, arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down, use your chin to push your palms down, palms face the floor, forearms frame the face. Exhale, head up. Now use your knuckles to push your head back. Squeeze your palms together, wrists together, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Try not to rock back and forth or side to side. Exhale, head up, weight stays in your heels, just your head drops back. No backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips. Inhale, head down. So it's just the neck and arms that are moving. Shoulders down, chin down, look straight ahead. Exhale, head up. So at the beginning of class, we're working on neck and shoulder mobility. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. We're also working on our lung capacity. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. We're also learning to breathe slow. Slowly push the air out. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath in the first set. Make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head if it feels good. And then find some stillness. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers. Maybe switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Bring all of your knuckles underneath your chin like glue, even your little fingers. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, stomach in, look back, keep exhaling, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lungs empty, 1. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, elbows up, 6. Exhale, head up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Take your time. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now. Elbows touch. Good. Change. Arms down. We'll continue. Ardha Chandrasana with Padasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together. Inhale, arms overhead sideways, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Nice tight grip. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up and over. So you're stretching one side of your waist and toning the other. When you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels. Press your hips a little forward. Squeeze your palms together. Head and arms back. Touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing. Stretch up out of your waist. Try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing. Absolutely straight line. Slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day, and there's no rush, nowhere you have to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale through your nose. Come down, push and push and push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Root down through your heels, lift up through your chest, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. So can you keep your arms and legs super strong without tensing your shoulders? Drop your shoulders, lift your chin, lift your chest, relax your jaw. Yoga is just as much about what muscles you're engaging as what muscles you're relaxing. In every posture, we are squeezing and stretching different parts of the body. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward and arms back. Right hip a little forward, 2 hips in line. Left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. Stop in the middle, first back bend of the day. This is the only posture I can't show and tell at the same time. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, press your palms together, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. Whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, and upper back. Bend your total spine backward bending, keep the weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward and bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Go down with a flat back, like there's a board strapped to your back. Once your hands are on the floor, drop your head, go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes, with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your big toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up with a flat back, the same way you went in. Arms with ears, hands together. Nice, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, arms overhead, palms together. Switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly bend to the right as you press your hips to the left. Keep breathing, keep pushing, keep stretching. Press your hips to the left, stretch your upper body to the right. Make sure the right elbow or right knee aren't starting to bend. Press right arm into right ear, squeeze right thigh, and breathe. Left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up, and exhale, slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right. Keep your chin and chest lifted, and your hips and armpits facing the front of your mat. So notice if the right shoulder is starting to come down or the spine is starting to twist. You want to bring the left rib cage forward, right hip forward, weight in the heels, biceps with ears, still breathing in and out through your nose. Come down, push, lock your legs, come down, push, lock your arms, come down, push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, drop your head back, and then you're gonna skim little sips of air off the top. It's called 80-20 breathing. You fill your lungs to 80%, and then you breathe off of that about 20%. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. So again, when we're doing back bends, especially with the head drop back and the arms with the ears, you might not be able to do like deep belly breaths here, but you're still doing little sips of air in and out through the nose. Keep the weight in your heels. Push your thighs forward, push your hands back, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change, inhale to come up, stretch up, exhale, fold. Arms with ears, hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head, and here we go, Padasana, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from behind, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, keep pulling, keep stretching, stomach in, eyes open, keep lengthening. Pull, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your legs. Good, change, come up, squeeze hands together as you lift up. Very nice, arms down, and you let that one go. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right about 6 inches, hip width distance, big toe points forward, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down, hips into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway on the hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in, now lean your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, suck your stomach in. Bring a little bit more weight back into your heels. Now lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Press your hips a little forward, try to eliminate any curvature in your lower spine. Spread your toes wide and now come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Lift your heels, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Notice if the knees want to come in or out, keep your hips square, lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, triceps tight, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up, last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down. You can always put your hands on the floor to help you in. Squeeze your knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine perfectly straight. From the side, looks like you're holding a box. Change, come on up, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, shoulders down. Take a breath. Second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance. I'll show you from an angle, insides of your feet, parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, abdomen in, bend your knees and stick your butt out. Sit back and down. So you can fold forward, kind of like your Superman flying forward, right? Thighs parallel to the floor, stomach on thighs, what helps you sit down. And now start to lean back, lift your chin up, chest up, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Tuck your tailbone under, really pull lower abdomen in, spread your toes wide, lift your heels. Concentrate, meditate, don't even blink your eyes. Stretch up and sit down. So keep concentrating, meditating, levitating, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, not below a chair. Change, inhale to come up, last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down, like you're sliding your back down a wet marble wall. The slower you do, the better you do. Like an elevator ride, when you get to the ground floor, you slow down even more. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, drop your shoulders, re-engage your fingertips, and change. Come on up, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana, we're gonna do the right side first. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm, right under left. Palms together, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies away from your face. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down. Stay down there, hips into a chair. Shift your weight to your left foot and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Right leg over left leg, cross twist, and eventually wrap your right foot. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit down, and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, left side. Bring your left arm under your right arm, palms together. You can also interlock fingers, grab a thumb, or grab your shoulders. I might sneeze. And give yourself a big bear hug, pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down. Stay down there and bring left leg over right leg. Do you ever notice when you're like, I might sneeze, and then all of a sudden the sneeze goes away? Or like on days when you're like, I'm gonna take it easy in this yoga class. I'm not feeling great, and then that's like the best class you've had in a month, right? Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right, bring the weight back into your heel, sit down lower, and lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Second set, bring your right arm under left arm, think bicep under tricep. Second set, try to get your fingers in line and your wrists straight. Pull elbows down, sit back and down, just like the first part of awkward, right? You can fold forward, stick your butt out, and then bring right leg over left leg. Keep breathing, keep twisting. Push your left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, pull elbows down, bring the weight back into your heel, sit down, and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, last one. Left arm under right arm, use some momentum, pull elbows down, sit down, stay down there, and bring your left leg over your right leg. And this side might feel different, and that's okay, right? We're not symmetrical. It's not really the point of yoga. The goal of yoga is self-realization, maybe even God realization. And sometimes our self-realization for the day is like, my left knee is tighter than my right knee, and that's great. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right. It's that you made that connection. Sit down and lean back. change. Feet together, arms over your head, arms down, party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers. Okay, let us continue. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana Janu Shavasana. Shift your weight to your left leg so your big toe points forward. Lift your left kneecap, lock your left leg. Lift your right leg up, you can point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back towards your face, especially your pinky toe. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost unbroken, you have no knee. If you've been coming for a while and you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing, slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, that's too easy. No lower, that can hurt your back. Standing leg locked. Take a breath. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock your arms, puff up your chest, and then bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right foot so your big toe points forward. Contract inner thigh, outer thigh. Lift your knee, squeeze your right butt. Lift your left thigh up. Point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back, especially your pinky toe. You're gonna keep your hips in line. Option to stay here or round down, stomach in, and pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Even your thumbs crossed under your left foot. Lift your right kneecap, flex your toes back, and when you're ready, lift your left leg up. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back. If your standing leg is bending and wobbling a lot, think about lifting your hips up towards the ceiling. If both legs lock, you feel tremendous stretching feeling on the backs of both hamstrings, maybe even a cramp on your thigh. Bend elbows down, stomach in. Notice if elbows are going out, bring the elbows in, drop the shoulders down, heel forward, toes back. Try to come down more. One day elbows go below the calf muscle. Change, slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend or a knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left foot, big toe points forward, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, interlock your 10 fingers, round down, and pick up your right foot. Webbing to webbing grip, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. When you're ready, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Maybe put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your time as you reverse out, step by step. Whew. Shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, but make sure you're not grabbing the floor with your toes. That'll cramp your calf. Lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, interlock your 10 fingers, round down, and pick up your left foot. So this is the first of 3 Janu Shavasana, head to knee compression postures. We are compressing, squeezing, strengthening our abdominal wall. When you're ready, lift your left leg up. Heel forward, toes back. If both legs lock from the side legs, make an upside down L. Like Linda, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold and breathe. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Whenever you're ready, come on out. Take your time. If you're having a breakthrough, go for it. Okay, good for you. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana Dhanurasana. I have to tell you guys, I'm like baking a potato in my kitchen, which is right there, and it is feeling like a hot yoga studio in your feet together. Bring your right hand up, and it smells good too. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back. Right hip forward and down, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time, kick and breathe. At first, just find a place where you can balance. breathe, and back bend. Keep your chin and chest lifted. Once you can balance, once you can breathe, keep the back bend and come down. Abdomen parallel to the floor, big toe coming directly over the top of your head. Body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up. Hold still, hardest part. Bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot, right arm up, left hip forward, knees together. Lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. This side might feel different, it does for me. When you're ready, come down, body down, leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. From the side, 2 heels in line, kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder, shoulder blade scapula, stretching away from the body. Kicking, stretching, equal. Simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Slowly kick yourself up. Feet together, arms down. If you always fall out of the posture, be a little bit more conservative in the second set, maybe going a little slower. If you always stay in the posture, do something new, right? Almost like try to fall out of it. Let's play around and experiment. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot. At the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Left arm up, right hip forward. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, feel your left arm swipe along the profile of your face, chin to shoulder, breathe through your nose. Slowly body down to parallel, keep your chin lifted, big toe to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up with control. Other side, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot, at the ankle, right arm up, left thigh forward. Squeeze your right thigh, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, left hip down a little bit. Body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling, kick and kick and kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Okay, come to the back of your mat, Tridandasana, balancing stick, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, stretch up tall. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch, point your left toes, and tilt. Go down slowly with control. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor from the side. Body makes a T like Tom, but not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, stretch up, puff up your chest, step your left foot forward, engage your abdominal wall, stretch, point your right toes and tilt. Like a slow moving seesaw. Eventually everything parallel to the floor. Sometimes just tilting a few inches goes a long way though. Chest down, chin forward, biceps with your ears, right leg up, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. So sometimes what happens in this guy is that one hip comes up and then the foot kind of comes to the right. Make sure your right hip is down and the right foot is to the right. So notice if the foot starts to like cross, you want to move your hip down. Second set, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, stretch up, step your right foot forward, stretch up, point your left toes and tilt. So feel if your left foot is like going to the right, right? You want to move your left foot to the left, drop your left hip down, spiral inner left thigh up, sole of foot flat to the ceiling, ankle in line with hip, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back, stretch up, step your left foot forward, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your palms, stretch up and tilt. So right foot a little to the right, right hip down, spiral inner right thigh up, biceps with ears, charge your body forward, stretch, 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 change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Okay, come to the top of your mat. You can face the long side of your mat for the next 3 postures. If you want to keep your feet on your mat, I will face you, standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Vikaptapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead sideways. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. Big step, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Looking forward all the way down. Grab your heels from behind. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. If you can't grab your heels, grab the outsides of your feet, or start with your hands on the floor in front of you, especially if you have sensitive knees or tight hamstrings. Everybody roll forward. Find your edge. If you've got a grip on the feet, keep pulling, keep stretching, lengthen down, touch your head to the floor, in between your feet. Then change, slowly come up, try to come up with legs locked, back flat, good, step your right foot back, arms over your head, arms down. I've been trying to come up with like creative yoga studio ideas, and maybe I should do like a hybrid, like a baked potato factory with a hot yoga studio in the back. Maybe I'm onto something. Second set, stretching, arms overhead, step your right foot to the right, big step, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Wrists in line with shoulders. Grab your heels from behind. Bend your elbows back, elbows to calves, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine, roll forward. And everybody gets a baked potato afterwards. That would be fun. Push your big toes down, push your knuckles down, lift your shoulders up, roll forward, keep pulling, keep stretching, touch your head to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. Step your right foot back, arms over your head and arms down. That's like the hot yoga studio that used to exist on the wharf, was right next to a Ben and Jerry's, and it would just like smell like waffle cones the whole day. And I was like, I could never be there, because after every class, ice cream, triangle, trikonasana, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, maybe left toes in a little bit. Inhale, bend your right leg, lunge. You want your knee over your ankle, not to the left of your ankle, not beyond your ankle. So maybe take a bigger step. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingers between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, breathe through your nose. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg. Keep your whole left foot, even your pinky toe, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg, lunge. You can try taking a bigger or smaller step if it helps you to sit as low as you can. Keep that right leg straight, left knee bent, lean back, and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingers between your big and second toe. Notice if you're collapsing down, you want one long line from your ankle all the way to the crown of your head. Think about bending your left knee, sinking your right hip down, and then reach your left side torso off of your left thigh. Use your left obliques, look up towards the ceiling, turn and twist. Lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms over your head and arms down. Take a breath. Second set, arms overhead, step your right foot to the right, big step, press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, take a bigger step, bend your right leg, sit as low as you can, lean back and move your arms. So let's say your right thigh is not yet parallel to the floor. I'm right there with you a lot of days. We're never forcing the body, right? However, you want to come down just a little bit. So maybe it's the wrist or forearm in front of the knee. You want to avoid collapsing all the way down, but make sure you're not all the way lifted, right, too. You want a nice long line here. As you're ready, you're going to bend your right knee more, sit down more, chest up more, look up more, turn and twist. Lock your right leg, squeeze your left thigh, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, kind of like the hokey pokey. Bend your left leg, sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Now let's say that right knee is bending or the ankle is turning in, right? You want to keep your right foot flat on the floor the whole time. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart or you're losing control of your right leg, imagine you're gonna squeeze your heels together, feet stay in place, but that's the inner thigh strength we want to engage. Sit down more, chest up more, turn, twist, block your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms over your head, slowly with control, arms down. We're being aware of our body movements, not just in the postures, but in between the postures as well. So we're always practicing mindfulness. Think of everything that you do in your yoga class as part of your yoga practice. Even like how you drink your water or like fix your hair, whatever it is, we're all being mindful of it. Standing, separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana, Bikram, Janu Sharasana. Inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together, only cross your thumbs. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet, a big step. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. Turn your back toes in, press your left hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. So this is the second Janu Sharasana head to knee posture. It's a compression posture where we're squeezing, strengthening, toning the front of our abdomen. Bend your front leg if you need to, touch your forehead and knee together. Front side compression, throat choked, jaw relaxed, eyes open, stomach in, breathing normal. Stretch all 10 fingers beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your front foot. Right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl. Left thigh forward, right shoulder back, full stop at the top. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Make sure you still have at least a yardstick between your feet. Turn your back toes in, press your right hip forward, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. You want to move slowly with control. Touch your forehead and knee together. If your forehead and knee aren't touching, you can try taking a bigger or smaller step. You can bend your front leg and really tuck your chin to your chest to bring forehead and knee closer together. However, if this does not feel good for your back, flatten out your back a little bit. Eventually forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing the body, especially if you have like an achy back, any concerns about your back, or a history of slit discs. The head to knee postures are ones to be a little bit careful of because we really are rounding our backs a lot. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, slowly come up. Go slow with intention. Head up last, beautiful. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, and with control, arms down, be still and breathe. Second set, arms overhead, palms together, cross thumbs, other thumb on top. Step your right foot to the right, big step, pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, one fluid motion, press your left hip and shoulder forward. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down, arms with ears, one day arms behind the ears. Pushing head down, balance challenge, keep your hands together just beyond the big and second toe. It helps with balance to bring the weight into your front foot. Chin to chest, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, stomach in, breathing normal. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, one day arms behind the ears, so head pushes the arms up, head up last, beautiful. Pivot on your heels, I'm gonna face you. Make sure your heels are in a line, but not crisscross. That'll also make it too hard to balance. Turn your back toes in, press right thigh forward, one fluid motion. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? Active arms. You cannot see your left foot all the way down. Hands together. Active arms, active legs, stomach in. Touch your exactly forehead and knee together and breathe. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, and up last, lovely. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, slowly arms down. Come to the middle of your mat and towel for the hip opening series, beginning with Tadasana, tree pose. It's a magic pose, Tadasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, walk your left leg, and lift your right leg up. You can put your foot on your shin, your knee, your thigh, eventually heel to costume. Sole of foot flat to the ceiling, slowly, gently. Let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Never force your body. Bring your right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance, left hand. Elbows down, spine straight, breathe slowly through your nose. Good, and change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lift your right thigh, and then lift your left leg up. And this side might feel different, and that's okay. Heel to costume, let your left knee drop. What we're celebrating is that we noticed, right? That's where the self-realization comes in, and then the self-love comes in when we notice, this hip is tighter than the other, and that's okay. Left hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance, right hand. So I have to kind of like stick my butt out to keep my foot from falling. If that's you too, hold on to your foot and press your hips forward. So you're really opening your hips and knees. You prioritize that over hands in prayer. Good, change, left leg down. You're welcome to do a second set of tree, or you can try another fun posture called toe stand, Padangustasana. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes, don't even blink. Lock your left leg, oops, I blinked, and lift your right leg up, touch heel to costume. It's like, don't think about pink elephants. Now we're all thinking about pink elephants. Bring one or both hands together. We are learning a little bit of Jedi mind tricks, learning how to control the mind rather than having the mind control you. When you're ready, fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knees, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Breathe through your nose. Left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to floor, you can come up on 2 feet or push your hands into the floor to lift your hips up and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Very nice, change right leg down. I'll show you this one from the side. Shift your weight to your right leg, walk your right leg, and lift your left leg up. If your foot is prone to sliding, hold on to your foot on the way down. Otherwise, you can bring your hands together. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go, fold forward. So once hands are to the floor, you're gonna really lean forward so that the weight is in your arms. Bend your knee and sit. You can even bring your knees to the floor as you sit down, just so you tell your body, like, I'm safe, I'm here. From here, walk your hands back to either sides of your hips and try to have a nice flat back. Left hand up to the center of your chest, right hand up, palms together, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor, you can come up on 2 feet or push your hands into the floor to lengthen your standing leg and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Very nice, change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. I'm going to very quickly check on my potatoes. Okay, potatoes are doing good. More important question, are you doing good, right? Do what feels right for your body here. Take a moment to breathe, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat, heels together, toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Some of us get so concerned with like, how is my food doing in the oven? Or like, how is my garden? Or, how are like my family, my friends, that we forget to take time and ask like, how am I? So this is a nice opportunity to check your own temperature, right? How are you doing today? How is your heart? Where is your mind? And then we're just gonna practice a little bit of compassion. Right, just really appreciating all of the little moments that brought you to this one. Sometimes even in class, right, we're worried about someone else or something else not pertaining to yoga, and that happens to me too. It just happened, in fact. I checked on my potatoes, right? And when we notice ourselves doing that, we're just gonna compassionately bring ourselves back into our body, back into your breath. Take an inhale through your nose, and then exhale through your nose. The floor series begins with Pavanamuktasana, wind removing pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, nice tight grip. Grab your right shin just below the knee. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. Completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and hold still, breathe. Eventually, or in the future, you'll have your 2 shoulders, your 2 hips on the floor. One day knee tucks into armpit, doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. So I say one day knee tucks into armpit, but what if you had like a really short femur and a really long torso, right? Your knee and armpit probably won't touch. Sometimes we got caught up in like how a posture should look according to another body rather than our own. I fall victim to that as well, or I fall for that as well. Everybody's physiology is different, so all the postures are going to look a little bit different, and that's one of the things that I think is really cool about yoga. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other. So sometimes people say, like, don't compare yourself to other people, just compare yourself to yourself. But I actually think even that is a little bit of a false narrative, because you're going to change as well, right? Your physiology is going to change. Your bone structure might change over time, muscles, joints, all of that stuff. So sometimes comparing ourselves to ourselves from like a year ago or even our last class can also be like not so helpful. Change, arms down and eyes open. So rather than like, how does this look or how deep did I go into the posture, I encourage you to ask more questions like, how did I feel when I was in that posture, right? And if you're noticing last class I felt great, this one not so much, maybe explore that area more rather than asking the question of like, how deep did I go or what did it look like on Instagram, right? Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. Notice if you're rolling weight to the right, try to keep your left shoulder, left sit bone, left thigh on the floor. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Pull down, opening through the shoulders, the chest, toning your biceps. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself another big hug. Keep your heels in line side by side, not crisscross. Head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Another thing that I will say about depth of postures or like more quote unquote advanced postures or like advanced asanas, when I have like dipped my toes into that water of doing some really weird pretzel-y stuff with my body, even on that level, it's still not about the postures, right? It's about like, can I push myself? Can I not give up? Can I believe in myself? Can I, practice, as if you subscribe to my emails, can I practice compassionate discipline with myself, right? Those are the questions, even in an advanced asana practice, that you want to be asking yourself. It is never about the postures. Even the people like doing handstands and stuff like that, it's still not about the postures. It is always, or should always be, about you and your relationship to yourself. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If that does not feel good for you, skip the sit-up, roll off to the side. It's not about the postures, it's about you. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Okay, turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% spine strength. Come up halfway only. Elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle, like a rectangle. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stretch your elbows to your hips and your big toes to the back of your mat. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes, knees, heels touch. Lock your legs, lift your kneecaps. Press your feet down. Squeeze your back, push your hips down, hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Take a slow inhale through your nose, feel your ribs expand. And a slow exhale through your nose, feel your shoulders fall. Second set, bring your chin forward, place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders, elbows point up, zip up your legs. Lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor, feel your chest open, shoulders squeeze, legs toning. Press your feet, hips, and hands down. Relax your jaw. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine so you're not dropping your head down. You're also not jamming it all the way back. Lock your legs, press your hands down, lift your chest. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Look to your left, right here on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Locust, Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you. One day pinky fingers touch, spread your fingers wide. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Stretch your big toe to the back wall, press your shoulders down, lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your thigh up, change, right leg down. Relax your right leg. Lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Try to keep your hip and forearm in contact. If in balancing stick, your hip always lifts up. This is a really great way to practice keeping the hips in line without having to balance. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Spread your fingers wide. Mouth down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up. Everybody come up. You can do it. Start a little harder. Don't give up. Mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Good. Change. Lower down. Bring your arms out. Look to the right and take a breath. If looking left and right aggravates your neck or shoulder, you can bend one or both arms so that your hands are close to your face, and that will take pressure away from your neck and shoulder. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor, bring your arms underneath you, spread your fingers wide, lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. Stretch your big toe to the wall behind you, press your shoulders down, keep your eyes open, mouth closed. Make sure you're not tensing up your jaw. Lock your right leg instead. Point your right toes, lift your thigh up, change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up. So we're looking just as much for what we can relax as what we're engaging, right? So relax the jaw, relax the forehead, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, squeeze your left glute, lift your thigh up, change, left leg down. Good end finale, tuck your chin and mouth down. Hold a high vision for yourself. Imagine both legs lifting up. Mouth down, squeeze your tush, lock your legs, and roll forward, lift both legs up. You want to find your tipping point where you just roll forward, mouth down, shoulders down, knees, feet together. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs. Change, lower down, arms out, look to the left, and let that one go. Get a nice rush of blood through the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, all the way into the fingertips. Okay, bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, like airplane wings for full locust. Purna Shalabhasana, feet together, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up, and lift. Everything lifting off the floor. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a 747 taking off. Look up towards the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. But again, you want to keep your neck in line with the rest of your head. So you're not dropping it all the way down. You're also not jamming it all the way back. Keep your fingers together. Spread your arms apart, knees, feet together. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt. Thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down. Tuck in your wings, look to the right. Left ear on your mat. Take a nice, gentle breath. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift. Everything lifting up. This posture is so good for strengthening your back muscles, especially if you hunch forward all day, right? We're doing a peeling back bend, and we're also strengthening all of the muscles that surround the back. Good for you. Thighs up, chin up, chest up. Keep breathing. Look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, and change. Lower down, tucking your wings, look to the left. So we always say come up a little higher at the end and then change. But maybe next class you like try to hold that a little higher at the end for a little bit longer, slowly over time. You know, slowly over time, the part that was like the end, like the kick, 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 becomes the beginning, right? So slowly over time, we're building up not just flexibility, but strength. Bring your chin forward, Dhanurasana, floor bow. Bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. Point your toes, squeeze your buns, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. So you're not holding your breath, but you probably can't take like deep belly breaths on your abdomen either, right? A little middle ground. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Slowly lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, eyes open. Take a breath. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes. Maybe second set, try to get your wrists straight. So notice if your wrists are bending, bring the insides of your wrists closer together. For my fellow small-handed friends, this means that we have to use a lot of upper fingertip strength. I know. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up and kick into your hands. I was teaching a class to somebody once and they're like, but I have small hands. And I was like, let's compare hands. So do I promise, but we're just working on the upper fingertip strength so the wrists are straight, so the arm joints are in line. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up to the ceiling. I used to feel so bad for myself for having small hands. Look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to your left. Another example, if there's other small pod people out there in toe stand, right? You can't touch your fingers to the floor. I know, it's really hard. I wasted a lot of time at the beginning of my yoga practice feeling sorry for myself for the stuff that wasn't accessible to me, rather than feeling good and like really grateful for all of the things that were actually quite accessible to me. So notice what you are focusing on in your practice. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push yourself up, come to the top of your mat, fix firm Supta Vajrasana showing you from the side, open your knees and feet. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, behind you the whole time. One day sit between your heels. So are you fixating on the fact that you can't sit down all the way? Or are you like breathing into gratitude for the fact that like you're in your yoga class, right? And you're slowly making progress. If you can sit down between your heels, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch, but never a point of pain. Good, change. Put your hands on your feet. Push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So on the one hand, I encourage you to notice where you're bringing your mental energy in your yoga practice. And on the other hand, I want to highlight something called toxic positivity that happens a lot in the yoga world. So toxic positivity is where, like, let's say I share with you, my boss yelled at me today and it was like, it really hurt my feelings. And you go, look on the bright side, you have a job. Or I say, my uncle passed away and I'm just like really hurting from it. And you say, everything happens for a reason. God has a plan, right? Those things are not helpful to hear in that moment. It's okay for some things just to suck. If you have a tight hamstring or a bum shoulder, sometimes it just sucks. You don't have to look for the silver lining of it. Sometimes when our ankle gets twisted, it just is what it is. While at the same time noticing if you are only fixating on the things that you cannot do versus sometimes appreciating or realizing the things that you can do as well. Maybe we go from like having, this is good, this is bad, to just being more neutral in our yoga practice. It is what it is. My shoulder's a little tight today, right? My neck is really loose today. It is what it is. I'm not assigning good or bad. I'm just observing. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the back of, top of your mat. Second set, fix firm, open your knees, open your feet. If first set was rough, try opening your knees wider. If first set was super easy, bring your knees together. Otherwise, slowly walk your hands back. One day, sink your hips down. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. We're practicing patience, determination, compassion, all at the same time. Eventually, put palms on soles, right elbow, left elbow, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, nice long neck.
arms over your head, maybe other elbow on top. If that's gravy, walk your shoulders back closer to your hips to lift your chest higher. And if that's easy, maybe slide your knees back together, but knees never come off the floor. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana, letting everything stretch out. So this is one of the paradoxes of yoga. It's not about the postures, it is about you. And at the same time, part of yoga is like, yes, it's self-realization, but it's also about letting go of the self, right? Like getting out of the ego, getting your head out of your own butt, all that. So on the one hand, it is about you. And on the other hand, it's very much about letting go of whatever preconceived notion you have of who you are, so you can truly meet yourself in this unique moment in time and space, exactly as you are right now, which is probably different from a second ago, which is probably different from the last time you practiced yoga. So we're just inviting ourselves without judgment to really see who we are in this moment, and then just like enjoy that. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful. Come to the back of your mat. I'm going to show you from the side again. Half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms overhead, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and go down. You are always welcome to put one or both hands on the floor to help yourself in, otherwise forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change. Squeeze your feet together as you come up. That helps with control. Nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. If the sit-ups are not serving you, if they do not feel good to your body, you can roll off to the side. The sit-ups, like everything else we do, are optional. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, or you just roll off. Wonderful. Second set, half tortoise. Knees, feet together, maybe heels together, arms overhead, palms together, other thumbs on cross. Lock your arms, lift your chin, and go down. Keep a neutral neck. So notice if you're rounding your spine, you want to lead with your heart. Forehead to floor, neck long, little fingers to floor, flat back. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Change, come on up, hands together, wrists straight, good, arms down, turn around, Savasana, take a breath. Just meeting yourself exactly as you are, without expectation or judgment. Enjoy. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up, heels on the floor. Good. Okay, come to the top of your mat, camel Ustrasana, or deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers to the floor. Press your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up, lift your nose, lift your chin. One day head goes back all the way. One day go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Press your thighs forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back, look for your toes behind you. Change, put your hands on your back first, press yourself up without twisting your spine, head up last. Very nice, turn around, Savasana. So I purposely heated my potato on a low heat so that it would take the full class to warm up. Similarly, especially when we are practicing from home, we are also on low heat. So it might take you a little bit longer to warm up. I find at the beginning of class, I'm a little crunchy, but this part of class is like mwah, chef's kiss, right? Our body is warmed up, our heart is opened, our mind is open, and now we can truly open through the heart space. Second set, camel, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Arms and ears. Second set, highlight of Wednesday. Camel pose on hump day. Open your knees 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your lower back. Maybe bring elbows closer together. Start to look up, and this might be enough, right? Simply looking up towards the ceiling is exposing the front of the body.
One day, lift your nose, your chin, your throat, head goes back, lift your collarbones, your chest, your ribs, go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here with your hands on your back, or right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel. Think about lifting everything up, like a little angel has come and like given you a hug, and they're pulling your chest up towards the ceiling, right? Like somebody's above you, pulling you up. Press the chest up towards the ceiling, hips forward, head back, hold and breathe. Change, put your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. You know, in some styles of yoga, people do hands-on assists where you would have somebody actually be like that little angel and like give you, like hold on to you and lift you up. One of the things that I've always liked about this style of yoga is like, you do it yourself, baby, right? Like for the most part, this style of yoga is not physically hands-on. We use our words and you use your body, which I think is a really beautiful boundary. And as well, like one of my teachers says, like if you can't do it without me, you're probably not ready to do it anyways, right? Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat and towel. So we are at once in community and at the same time, truly going inward, working on ourselves. Rabbit, Sasangasana, knees, feet together, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears, grab your heels from behind, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. If your feet are coming off the floor or your grip is sliding, ease up a little bit. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, head up last. Very nice, turn around, Savasana. So I love the combination of camel and rabbit, right? Camel pose, extension to the front of the body, compression to the spine. Any sort of heart opener can be kind of stimulating, even emotional sometimes. And then we do this rounded spine posture, this rabbit posture. It's calming, cooling, soothing extension to the spine after compression. Such a lovely complement to one another. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Also, like camels and rabbits are fun, you know, fun names, right? Knees, feet together, second set rabbit pose, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, sit, and go down. Take your time. I almost said tuck your chin to your chest and sit up. Oops. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Take your time, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Take a breath, reset. Even towards the end of class, staying in your breath, staying in your body. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Head to knee pose, Jani Shavasana, right leg out to the top right corner of your mat, bend your left leg all the way in, heel to costume, sole of your left foot pushes into your inner right thigh bicep. Inhale your arms over your head, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest and go down, touch your exactly forehead and knee together. If you can't touch your forehead and knee together with a straight leg, that is really normal. Bend your right leg as much as you want, touch knee and head together, flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. So again, you can start with a bent knee, interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot, and slowly over time, you're gonna slide your heel forward, flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, pull your abdomen in. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. Option to stay here if you're skipping sit-ups, or lie down and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, and scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, stick out your butt and lock your legs. Puff up your chest and fold. Stomach to thighs, pull. Chest to knees, stretch. One day, toes and head touch. Good, change, come on up, turn around, Savasana. Take a breath. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Heels on the floor, arms over your ears. Good. Segundo vez. Second set, right leg out, left leg in. Make sure your two legs make an L, no wider. Arms overhead, stretch up. Turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, eventually elbows to floor. Notice if you're leaning to one side, left knee down, left sit bone down, left shoulder down, two shoulders in line. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. If your leg is straight, lock your leg. Imagine there's a mosquito underneath your knee and you want to smush the mosquito with your knee. Push head to knee, elbows down, right elbow down, roll into the right. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. Option to stay here or sit down, lie down and sit up. Second set, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, stick your butt out some more, puff up your chest and fold. Stomach to thighs, pull. Chest to knees, stretch. Imagine you're gonna hook your rib cage over your knees, one day toes and head touch. Change, stay seated for spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee corner. Right arm behind you, left arm up and over right knee. Grab left knee with left hand. Look down. If you are sitting on your left foot, slide it out of the way, roll to the right. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you, especially if you find that you're leaning back a lot. If you can balance here, take your right arm out to the right, palm faces the wall behind you, reach behind you, try to catch your left thigh with your right hand for a bind. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs. I'm gonna show you from the front. You can bend your right leg on the floor. You can also have your right leg straight out in front of you. Left leg, left heel to right knee, left arm behind you, right arm up and over. This always feels like twister, which is funny because it is like twister. Grab your right knee with your right hand, left arm behind you, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist. Or you can keep your left hand behind you or reach behind you, try to catch right thigh with the left hand for half bind. Keep your left big toe down, right knee down, point your right toes. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Shavasana. Take a breath. Enjoy. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. All right, all right, all right. Come to the middle of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it silly. Sit on your butt, eventually try to sit on your heels every once in a while. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget why you came to class. Here we go. Five, four, three, two, one. So you exhale through your mouth, pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs automatically take in air. The exhale is intentional, audible, forceful. The inhale is passive, subtle. You barely notice it's happening. The less you think about it, the easier it is. How cool is that? Sit up nice and tall, lick your lips, swallow a couple times, and have fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. And turn around. Final Savasana. Close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. And take a deep, life-giving breath. The paradox of yoga, it's totally about you, and it is also totally about you getting rid of whatever notion it is about you.
The paradox of yoga, you feel more, but you suffer less. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. You are so very alive.
I will now bring my potatoes out for anyone interested.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Lovely. Are you a vegetarian?